Derek and AB have a podcast. Like and subscribe.
What's happening? We're talking Mount Rushmores of pro wrestling. Derek, let's start off with you.
Man, right, so not at the top of the list, but two Mount Rushmores. Sting,
Okay.
and I'm going to go with The Undertaker.
All right. That's halfway there.
Yeah.
I always wanted to see that match. Sting versus Undertaker. Never happened.
Yeah.
Now, in WCW or NWA, whatever it was back in the day, Sting versus Mean Mark Callis happened.
Yep.
But that wasn't the Undertaker.
I would love to see Sting and Undertaker.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
All right, so Sting and The Undertaker, and then, I mean, it's just easy for the other two. I mean, they are the top of the top. You've got to add Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, baby. Woo! And, of course, Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
What you
And
think?
are you saying Hulk Hogan or Hollywood Hogan? I consider them the same.
Yeah. So I like that part of wrestling when they did that. When he turned heel, I mean, hey, that was pretty awesome to me. But definitely, you know, the red and the yellow, baby.
I would say if he never turned heel, the red and yellow guy would still make it.
Red and yellow.
If the red and yellow guy never really existed, but Hollywood kind of did, he probably would have made it to the...
Yeah, probably so. But definitely the yellow and red. Gene, yeah, brother, take your vitamins, all that stuff.
Yep. And I agree, Hogan and Flair are on my list also.
God,
And Undertaker and Sting are very close.
yeah,
But they didn't quite make
didn't
it.
quite make it.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Well, I got Vince McMahon. I mean, without Vince McMahon, it would have never grew like it did.
Yeah, that's true. Man. That's true.
And my other one,
You got Flair, Hogan, and Vince.
it was hard for me because you got Rock and Austin, and they're hard to separate.
Yeah.
It's hard to separate, but I'm going Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold.
He was big, changed the game.
Yeah,
He made being a bad guy cool.
he brought in that attitude.
Yeah, attitude era. Is this a ham dog or a hot burger?
For a minute, I thought that was Bert from Sesame Street.
All right, let's talk pro wrestling tag teams. Mount Rushmore. We started with him last time. Let's start with me.
Kick it off, big.
I think you got to go Road Warriors.
Yeah.
Legion of Doom, whatever you want to call them. They got to be the head of the top.
And two toughest, baddest MFers ever.
Another team up there, the Dudleys, started out in ECW, came over to WWE, dominated.
Yeah.
I think they even got the WCW titles after it was bought from WWE.
Oh yeah, they did.
So it kind of, and I'm sure they even got more TNA titles. I mean, they got all sorts of titles.
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Express, one of the greatest babyface tag teams. Jim Cornette once said Ricky Morton would get more going to the ring and he would get all year.
Awesome.
Last but not least, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard, either as the Four Horsemen or the Brain Busters.
Yeah, no brain busters.
Either way, they were Arn and Tully. Either way, that's my four. Who you got?
Who I got, man? Well, I'm gonna agree with you on them Road Warriors. I mean, to me, that was my favorite tag team of all time. I mean, they were just so tough. I mean, I got to go with them. They're one at the top of mine. Also, especially around that era, man, the Steiner brothers, Rick and Scott Steiner. Oh my God, them two put together, they were amazing. I will never forget when I seen Scott Steiner pull out that Frankenstein. I'd never seen anything quite like that. That was amazing. So that would be my top two of my Mount Rushmore. Now, shoot, We got 2 more to pick, man.
While you're thinking, let me talk about the Frankensteiner, how the same impact happened to me when I saw it.
Yeah.
And I never had that same impact with another move until I saw Scott Steiner's little partner. You saw him doing the Steiner math?
Yeah.
His name was Petey Williams. He did the Canadian Destroyer.
Canadian Destroyer.
It is crazy. Anyway, it just gave me the same impact as the Frankenstein, and I found it cool that those two ended up teaming up.
Teaming up later on. Yeah, that's true. That's true, man. Badass moves. And for my last 2, man, I'm going with the Rock and Roll Express and the Hart Foundation.
All right. Can't go wrong with those.
Legend.
As a kid, I was a big Don Mattingly fan. I remember this 1987 season where he had 6 grand slams in a season. Broke the record. I didn't know this, however. Any of his other seasons he played in, 0 grand slams. Such an odd, crazy stat.
Welcome to the segment, What Did You Expect?
Oh my god. Oh my god. He on X Games.
What did you expect? What did you expect?
Oh my god.
What did you expect? What did you expect? All right, for our next Mount Rushmore, we're gonna call out the best managers. And I'm gonna kick it off. I'm gonna say Bobby Heenan, Jim Cornette were 2 of the top managers in the history of business. And who would you say would be a couple that you put in your Mount Rushmore?
Well, I would definitely have those 2 also.
Bobby Heenan?
Yeah.
Jim Cornette?
For sure.
Absolutely.
The Heenan family, the Midnight Express, the tennis racket.
Yeah, the tennis racket. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's just legendary.
Yep, I always remember the tennis racket.
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman?
Yeah. From back in the day all the way to now, he's as good as he gets.
That's right.
And
He kicked off. He's the one that started ECW, wasn't he?
yeah.
Yep.
And also Paul Bearer, who was also Percy Pringle before that.
Weird guy, strange.
Good at both, but Paul Bearer just took it to another level.
I would agree. But I think I'd have to put J.J. Dillon.
Okay, 4 Horsemen.
Yeah, definitely J.J. Dillon. And Paul Ellering.
Okay, the Road Warriors,
Yeah.
Legion of Doom.
That's right.
Also, he just got put off TV the other day because he was managing the AOP with Judgment Day.
Okay. Man. This cracker needs some cheese too.
So, tell me, what did you see first? Mount Rushmore of pro wrestling women. We'll start it off. I think you gotta go China.
China.
Big.
Yeah.
Started might have been the beginning of fighting men when she took on Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah. She's a tough chick.
Member of DX. I think she's definitely on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair. She has so many title wins now. She's also very good in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did she grow up a Flair, so she knew the business, but she was a gymnast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why I think that's why she's so good.
Yeah, very athletic. Absolutely.
Trish Stratus. Probably not one of the top wrestlers like Charlotte Flair,
Yeah.
although she did become a good wrestler. But it's more for me because she was beautiful. But that was an era of what the women were, and she made a difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Last but not least, I kind of don't want to separate Moolah and Mae Young.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at them as when they were older.
Mm-hmm.
But Moolah, as a younger champion, I think you got to put her up there by herself.
Yeah.
So those would be my four.
Yeah, I agree. With much of that, yeah, Moolah definitely agree.
Okay.
She's a legend. She's got to go there. I mean, come on. She was tough. As far as the hot babes, I'm Sunny. Definitely put her up there.
Now, do you know the story about Sunny right now?
I'm not sure.
Well, she's had a lot of problems in her life. Did some porn. But that's not even what I'm talking about. She bad on alcohol, maybe drugs, I don't know. But killed somebody in a wreck.
That's right. She
Driving,
got
and
trouble.
she's in prison.
That's right. She's in prison. Yeah. So I like the better version of Sunny. Not what ended up happening. But another hot. Now I like woman. Got to remember woman.
Yeah.
Yep. So Moolah, Sunny, woman, and my number 4. I got to put also up there on my list would be China. I mean, that was just a tough chick.
Yeah.
She was tough.
Solid.
Absolutely. She's definitely a woman. How big was her clit? It's like a little penis down there.
Squint your eyes and hold your phone far away. Tell me, what do you see? I hate my mind.
All right, next we got the Mount Rushmore cutting promos. The top wrestler that spits it on the mic. Who you got?
Well, I think you got to go Ric Flair, Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Yeah.
The Rock,
Okay. All right.
and it's a hard decision at number 4.
Well, think about that number 4. I definitely got to agree with you on Ric Flair. I mean, come on. Limousine riding, airplane flying, Rolex. Woo! You gotta give it to the Nature Boy. He's got to go up there for sure. And man, I know it didn't make sense, but man, he meant it when he said it, whatever he was saying. But the Ultimate Warrior, I'm gonna put him up there on mine. And number 3 and 4. Did you come up with your 4th one?
I'm going to go with a big surprise here.
Who you got?
I'm going MJF.
Okay.
Current wrestler. Great on the mic. I'm putting him up there.
Who'd you say?
MJF.
Okay. All right. How about Dusty Rhodes? Dusty Rhodes can cut a promo. Now, he be talking. He be jiving and talking that talk. So I'm gonna definitely put Dusty Rhodes up there for my 4th. I'm gonna say Jake the Snake Roberts. He wasn't as loud and crazy as the Ultimate Warrior. He might not have had as much bragging and crap talking as Flair. What he said, he meant it. Man, just looking into his eyes, you can tell he meant it.
You believed it.
Believe it, that's right. Damn right you did.
It really is important to know where you stand.
Today, we were trying Papa John's pizza. And I'm gonna tell you something, Papa John's got some good pizza. I ain't had it in a while, but we're gonna give it a shot. Let's try this out. Hamburger with pepper, Papa John's. Oh yeah. I gotta say, it's some of the best pizza I've had in a while. I love it, man. Got a little bit of sauce there. Sometimes the pizza can be kind of holding back on that. It's got off the cheese, sauce, hamburger. I'm gonna give this 8.2.
LeBron James? Monsters don't like to eat ghosts because they taste like sheep.